I'll do it on the next one.
Yeah, like that's even possible.
Happy Valentine's Day.
You fucking serious?
I have so many chocolates in my house. Evan, I have like
What do you mean by that?
I have 400 chocolate bars in my house that I cannot eat because
Why?
I have a cavity. It's rotting, Evan. The tooth is rotting.
Dead tooth.
That being said,
Dead tooth.
that being said, I do want ice cream. I want to go to Cold Stone so fucking bad. Welcome back to the show, Wind Waker.
Cowabunga.
Yeah, man.
Can you successfully complete the waking of all the winds?
Yeah, I didn't do it last time because we were just ending the episode.
But
Fuck.
why didn't you?
Fuck, hold on.
I can do it this time. I swear I can do it.
I got it. Anyway, we are back with another episode of Waking of the Winds. We just learned the Wind God's aria. And what are we going to learn is how to talk to dead people.
Nice, dude.
If you can talk to a dead person, who would you want to
This
talk
is links past reincarnation.
Actually, this is a Koriko. A Kokoriko. So he is
Are you the new
a
hero?
descendant. He is somebody from... He is a fairy world from the Kakari tribe, sorry. This can go back all the way from Ocarina of Time to whatever.
Absolutely.
So, pretty cool how you get to talk to a descendant.
I mean, it's kind of fricked up, but I mean...
Well, look at him. I am alive and I'm here to defeat evil Ganondorf. Anyway, do you wish to return the power of the blade? So, our whole quest, I don't know if you remember, is to restore the Master Sword to its former glory.
It's like, hey, I know you got the Master Sword, but could you just play this instrument for a little bit?
I need you to power it. You parried it, man.
So you put your hand like this, and that's how you play power chord. All right, you gotta just strum it a couple times, and you can learn how to play Seven Nation Army.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
And you magically teleport to Triforce. All right, would you elaborate on what you wrote down on this notebook? Your rediscovery of things in drawing class, of the classes that you were doing random stuff.
So I hasn't taken a class online or in person in a minute.
Already hates learning. Just kidding.
Yes and no. It all depends on what I'm learning, honestly. Because if I'm learning about horse penises or whatever, I'm usually not gonna want to learn something like that.
You're not head over heels about the subject, but you'll learn it anyways, or...
I'd rather learn something that's gonna be more... that's gonna carry on me on life. For example, ethics or when I was taking my logic class, that is one of the best classes I have ever taken because I am a philosopher. Everything just clicked. So I could have definitely gone back to Century or whatever and gotten my degree in philosophy if I wanted to, because I feel like I'm really good at that stuff. But
What is...
real quick, I'll talk about my experience in just 1 second. Go ahead, give him a voice.
Good evening. Letters for Diodas. Here is your letter. This parcel is postage due 10 rupees. Are you gonna pay?
I guess. This spits in your hand.
Notice to silver membership holders. Thank you for your frequent patronage of Beetle Shop Ships. Things you have earned 30 points. You have been granted silver membership. All silver members hold a special received gift of 1 complimentary ID. It's valid at all Beetle Shop Ships, so bring it on to your ship near you. Evan can't speak, so I look forward to your future patronage by Beetle.
What if it was just a picture of his dick? He got a complimentary ID. Who knew that this would be? It's the Beetle.
It's Beetle.
I don't know what it does, though. I think it's just like, congratulations, you did a thing. Anyway, I used to love anime.
Yeah, right.
Don't get me. I'm gonna fire my laser. So, what can't I do? Oh, I'm doing it wrong. So,
That's what she said.
Back when I was in college, even before that, when I was a kid, I discovered anime when Toonami was around. Toonami was the big Western, what's it called, forefront of bringing Japanese animation to the Western front. It was a huge movement that happened in the early 2000s, and I am so glad to be a part of that because it was on. When it was on, it was frickin' on. Anyway.
Junior rodeo on.
So what ended up happening was that oh, don't do that. Dang it. I guess I have to go to the somehow to the other side.
I'm gonna go somewhere else for this.
No, he should be playing a note. Anyway, so I grew up watching everything. Yu Yu Hakusho, Sailor Moon, Trigun, my whole anime thing was from Toonami. And I watched everything. And I fell in love with it, and I was obviously mesmerized like everyone else through their thingies. And for me, as I was growing up, anime taught me a lot about life, how to treat people, different customs, different cultures, and ultimately how to live. It was a way of life for me. I wouldn't have traded it for anything else. Nothing has ever done it for me. Yeah, my lady. Anyway, gets to the point where I now start at Century College. I start a anime club, and I become, it quickly comes up to fashion that it is the biggest club on campus, raging numbers from when I started, and ultimately it was a hit. My whole mission was to get people to enjoy anime the way that I did, without any pushback or any like, oh, you like anime, you must be like one of those nerds or whatever. The whole thing was just like, it doesn't matter. Anime is a form of media. It comes in different types of forms. There is serious anime, and then there's also childish anime as well. So it comes in different forms. So the main thing is that no matter who you are, there's always something out there for you. So in my case, that was my goal for starting up the anime club, and obviously it grew to so much success that I was able to inspire and bring about such a change to people's lives. So that has always been a fulfillment in my life. I felt like that was an amazing thing that I was able to do. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I feel like I was able to inspire people to go out of their shell a little bit and try something new. At least that was always the point.
Absolutely.
Now, because of that, I have watched a lot of anime. And not all to completion, but most of them to just kind of, how do I say, get to a point where I know if I'm going to like it or not if I stick with it. Son of a biscuit, I did it again.
I did it again. Oh. Would you elaborate on certain ones that...
There's too many. But I would say my out of my list, the best animes that I have seen have always been, I think have always stayed with me. The ones that I think define what anime is one category, but the ones that mean everything to me has always been Naruto. I think Naruto, in and out from Shippuden, from the first thing to Shippuden, is amazing. One Piece was regarded as one of the big threes, as in like one of the biggest animes of its time back in the day. But obviously, it's a never-ending anime that is never supposed to end. The adventures are always supposed to go on, and it has its amazing points. But after a while, for me personally, I know you love it. For me personally, it repeats story beats over and over and over again until you get to the 700 episode where they finally get new powers. Anyway, apart from that,
how far did you watch?
Like I said, I got to I think Skypiea, where they beat the Thunder God, and everything just kind of felt repetitive and very stale after a while. Not saying it wasn't. How do I say it? I take that back. I'm not saying that it wasn't entertaining, because it is. It's amazing. It's One Piece. But after a while, I kind of saw the story arcs of where they were going. But that was in its early stages, when it was still where it hasn't gone to a certain point where obviously when they get scattered, they get their new powers or whatever. obviously now it's different because now there's a totally different direction that it's going into, which is great. But it's just not for me.
I know. I mean, like everything. Everybody has their own nuances and things that they like.
And I'm not saying like if you like it, I'm not gonna take that away from you.
Sure, I mean, if
it's just not my thing.
But you like chocolates, I mean, I got 400 at my house. So
yeah,
I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, exactly. Not like I said, not to talk about like what the most defining animes of all time, but my personal list, Fully Cooley is amazing. It's only like 6 episodes of an anime, and it's just got obviously.
What was that one about? Because I think I've seen like one of the episodes or something.
It takes what anime was and redefined it. Basically, there's too many things that happen in it. There's a lot of weird stuff that happen in it. You just have to watch it. If you want to get into the history of anime and just ultimately find something that, usually the weirdest ones are usually like the better ones. That is the one. That's the one. That's one of the ones that like redefined anime. Is Fully Cooley. Apart from that, back in the day, Bleach was amazing. But now, because of the direction it's going, has always. Wait, I'm talking about the quintessential anime. Sorry, I'm trying to talk about my favorite animes of all time, and I'll just give you the top 5. Sorry. So Naruto. Anu Natsu Damatsu, it's a romance anime, phenomenal. I would say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and the original. They're two completely different ones, but both incredibly well done. And I would say from there, man, this is tough to choose, but Dragon Ball Z. I would say Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Not anything after GT. None of that stuff or Super. They're two different beasts. Not saying that they're bad, but they have two different methods. And my all-time favorite anime of all time is Code Geass. That is the one I'm rewatching right now, and that one never fails to reignite the flame of my love for anime. That to me is the best anime of all time. The best one I've ever related to, and overall, it's the best anime I've ever seen. I'm watching it right now. I'm down to the last 3 episodes of season 2, and it is a masterpiece. So, apart from that, because I started rewatching or started catching up on animes that I haven't seen, I've seen a lot of stuff during our time away.
Mm-hmm.
I saw, what's it called? Something Dude Doesn't Dream About Bunny Girl, which is a romance anime, slice of life kind of style of a mystery power stuff. I've seen My Love Story, which is amazing. You know, I'm starting to catch up on anime again.
Yeah.
And I have really grown to an appreciation of that. I thought there was some things that I've seen it all, but it constantly surprises me that I haven't. You know, that I'm not as egotistical as I seem. And there's always something new to discover. I never go off of people's what's it called, opinions and or recommendations, because usually they're like, oh, Sword Art Online or Attack on Titan. I'm like, okay, Sword Art Online, I personally don't like it, but it's always those two. And not to go too off on a tangent, but Attack on Titan was the resurgence that happened in 2012. That inspired the new generation of people to, like, you know, it basically pushed anime forward in a way that I'm talking about the history of anime again. I can go on and on about this stuff, but Attack on Titan is a fantastic anime. I haven't seen the 3rd season because it has its ups and downs, but wow, if you want to catch on the new generation, I always see people talking about these ones, but I'm more old school, dude. Gundam, the original Gundam is another one of my favorites. I forgot to mention that as well. I'm like, because I'm playing the game. I don't know why the little Deco dude wasn't showing up, so I'm just kind of waiting till it's morning. Maybe he'll come out. So I'm just killing time.
Okay, nice.
That's why I'm I'm doing two things at one time. But anyway, Code Geass. I was gonna tell you if you want to watch something that is superb, excellent, and amazing in every single way. I highly recommend it, and I would love for you to watch it so that you could tell me what you think about it, so we can gush and actually talk about anime one day.
That sounds good. Yeah, no, I really don't remember much about like Dragon Ball Z, but I'm obsessed and am absolutely in love with the art style of like
Absolutely.
90s anime art.
Yeah.
Especially I loved when we went and go. I can't even speak English now.
When to go to?
Yes. No. Went to go see Akira.
Yeah.
That just had 90s written all over it. Or
And you
like
loved
prior.
it, right? Or
Yeah.
what, did you like it, or what?
Absolutely. Now we'll have to give our final thoughts. We're out of time for the episode, but
Yeah, I'll talk about I'll talk to you more about the other anime stuff that I was gonna say. But for now, yeah, we can wrap it up.
but yeah, absolutely. When I think about like 90s anime or just like older stuff, I can usually visually see it feels very how do I put this?
Of its time.
Of its time, but I love seeing the raw art of it. Like that's not describing it. I can see almost like it's drawn. Like it looks like it's hand drawn pretty much.
Oh yeah,
And that's what I love about
that's
most
the
anime.
intention, and that's what I wanna one day recreate.
Where it's
Um,
still animated, but you can almost see like it's hand drawn.
Well, there's a process to that, which I can talk to you more about it off screen. But for now,
Absolutely. Well, it looks like we're gonna wrap it up for now. Thank you guys for watching, and keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
dude, am I not seeing? Like, he's supposed to be right here. Am I tripping balls?
Were we not supposed to take the? Just kidding. Were those chocolates like laced to something?
I'm tripping balls right now, dude. He's supposed to be right there. What's going on? We'll see you in a bit. This is tripping me up. Okay, bye bye. See you later. Bye.